Hello everybody and welcome back to day 4, episode 4 of Vlogmas. Yesterday I gave you 5 healthy tips for eating during the holidays. They were not dieting tips, they were tips for healthy eating. Very important, very different. Day before that I shared with you my Christmas list, and on the very first day I answered some fun questions. I did a little Q&A. So if you have not checked those episodes out, they are linked down below in the description box, so make sure you do after you subscribe to the channel and like this video. Also, really quick, it is Aliko's 2nd birthday today. I am so excited. He is such a little cutie. I guess dogs are puppies until 2 or 2.5 years old, and recently Aliko went to the vet and the vet told us that labs tend to be puppies for a long time, and he definitely acts like a little puppy, so he is still our little baby puppy, but he is a big 2-year-old boy today. So if you follow him on Instagram at Aliko the Gym Pup, make sure that you wish him a happy birthday. If you don't follow him on Instagram, now is your chance. What are you doing? But you can also leave him a comment down below. So make sure you comment down below and wish Aliko a happy 2nd birthday. Otherwise, today I wanted to share with you guys a Christmas memory that I have. I think it's a funny story, but I don't really want to lead with that in case you guys don't think it's a funny story. So this is possibly a funny story to me and an awkward video for you, but we're gonna see how it goes. So some important background information. I think I've mentioned before, probably in my first Vlogmas video, that when I was growing up I had 3 sets of grandparents. So I had Grandma and Grandpa with the garden, that's how we referred to them, between me and my sisters, I guess. Those were my great-grandparents. I had Grandma and Grandpa with the hot tub, which we were probably definitely the closest to. My grandma picked my sisters and I up from school every single day. We had Monday night dinner at their house, and they lived 2 minutes away from us. Actually, so did my great-grandparents, but still I was closest. My sisters and I were closest to Grandma and Grandpa with the hot tub, sorry. And then finally I had Grandma and Grandpa with the swimming pool. And they lived the farthest away from us. It felt like forever away. It was like a totally different world out there. And my grandma with the swimming pool was actually my step-grandma. I don't think I knew what that really meant. We called her grandma for the most part, but she was my step-grandma, and so I do remember at some point, she also had a really heavy accent, so that's probably important. I do remember at some point being at their house and having her help me put my socks and help me tie my shoes, and my sisters had convinced me to call her by her first name. So probably not the nicest thing we could have done, because she definitely was my grandma. That's the only grandma I've known with that grandpa, but just a little background history on the situation. So the way that it worked when we celebrated Christmas, we celebrated at home, and then we would separately celebrate with Grandma and Grandpa with the swimming pool. So we would drive over there. My uncle, my mom's brother, would come over there too, and we would celebrate Christmas just kind of that side of the family, I guess you would say. So my grandparents, Grandma and Grandpa with the swimming pool, liked to give us checks for holidays. I feel like they probably gave us presents too, but maybe they just gave us checks. So I was sitting on a couch. I remember it honestly so vividly. I was sitting on the couch. It was me, my oldest sister, and then my middle sister on the other side. My grandma gives us each 3 a card. I'm looking at the card, and on the front I swear it says Emily. That would be me, that is my name. Open the envelope, take out the card. The card on the inside says Amy. The check says Amy, and not Amy, A-M-Y, or even A-M-I, Amy, but Amy, A-M-I-E-E. A spelling of Amy you've probably never seen in person. I personally do not know anyone named Amy who spells their name that way. I think that's probably the most unique way to spell Amy, but I guess that's what it says. That's what the card says. So I look to my sister on my left and I'm like, oh, this is weird. This is awkward. I don't know who Amy is, because obviously we don't have anyone named Amy in the family, but I have their check and I've opened their present, which is pretty awkward to like open somebody else's present, and probably even more so to open somebody else's check, because now I've just seen what you're getting for money. I don't know, but I'm not trying to open other people's gifts. But one way or another, my sister and I figure out that I am Amy and this is my card and the check is for me. But my mom at the time, she doesn't really do it anymore, used to call me Emmy a lot. And I guess my step-grandma thought, which probably has to do with the accent, thought that my mom and everybody else who was calling me Emmy was calling me Amy. Where she got the spelling of A-M-I-E-E, Amy, is beyond me, but that was what she was hearing. That's what she was calling me. When we thought she was saying Emmy, she was definitely 100% calling me Amy, and that was what she thought basically my name was. So probably, if you know me, you are familiar with the fact that my nieces, and definitely my one sister, call me Amy. My nieces and nephews, I have 4 of them, all call me Amy. And maybe you wondered why. That is the history of why I also go by Amy. I sign all of my cards to my nieces and nephews as Auntie Amy. My sister has me saved on her phone as Amy. It has worked to our advantage sometimes because Emily is a pretty common name. So my sister also coached my swim team when I was in high school, and there was another Emily on the team, so she called me Amy just to easily differentiate between which Emily she was talking about. So, I mean, that was handy, that was nice to have, but definitely not my name, not even close to my name, and very interesting spelling. So hopefully you guys found that story entertaining at the least. It is kind of funny to me just to have my grandma be calling me a completely different name and thinking that it is my name, but yeah, so if you guys have any funny family moments from Christmas, go ahead and comment down below. That'll do it, I guess, for today's video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.